What's up? Welcome back to the channel, guys. I've been trying to film this video for a while. I recently had gotten a new truck, and I've recorded this truck probably like 3 or 4 times. You might have seen it in the background in some of my videos. I recorded a couple times, and the first time I had a lot of footage when I first bought it. But what happened was my card had got corrupted, my SD card, so I lost all the footage. Then I recorded it again, then I lost that footage. So I've been trying to get this video out for a while. I had bought this probably back in February from a gentleman. He had bought it from a single owner, and he was gonna fix it up, didn't have time. It was just sitting there, so found it up on OfferUp and bought the truck right then and there. But I ended up buying an F-150 extended cab. So I've been trying to get this thing running. I've been working on it for a while now. I bought it back in February, and I replaced the plugs, the spark plug wires. What else did I replace? A lot of other things, and I just haven't had it running right. It barely kind of ran when I bought it. It was driving fine. I took it on the freeway, and the main issue, it felt like it had no power. That was the main issue with this truck. It's the what motor's in it is the 5.0, and it has no power, it seems like. And when I got closer, we drove probably about an hour out from my house. When I started getting closer to the house, it seemed like it was losing more and more power the longer I drove it, and it would take a lot longer just to get up to speed the further I went. So, you know, once I would stop somewhere, it would take even longer just to get, you know, up to the cruising speed of 40 miles an hour, 45 or whatever. So I've had it here. I've been trying to work on it, and I've been trying to get this video out for y'all guys. You know, I wanted it running when I showed it to y'all, but I'm just having problems. But hopefully today I got some extra parts in. Hopefully I fix it today. I've been looking at a lot of group forums and whatnot, and these are some of the common problems with them. So I'm gonna try to swap these parts out, and hopefully we get it running a lot better. But let me show you guys what I got. Here it is right here. It's a 95 F-150 extended cab with the 5.0 302 motor V8. She's in pretty good condition. Now I think I had cleaned it up already once from when I bought it. I had, like I said, I had a whole video on this when I first got it, and I documented, you know, how it looked. I might try to throw up a picture probably right around now of what it looked like in the ad. If you could see it in that ad right there, it was kind of grimy. It has been getting a little dirty just sitting here, but you know, this is the unit that we're working on. Probably gonna need some headlights, which I've already bought in the headlights for. I just haven't installed any of it yet, but I probably need to update the headlights. I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna go with, but I bought some already, but now I'm thinking I might go with a different kind of style. Probably do the same thing I did with my other truck over here, and paint the grill, get it all updated. The main thing is the motor right now. Like I said, it feels like it's losing power. When we had bought it, the lady did say that the spark plug wire, one of these wires were arcing. Now we saw it, we would pull over, and then we would try to, you know, kind of fix the sheathing a little bit and move it away, and it would arc, you know, against the valve cover or whatever. So maybe that shorted out something in it. I'm not sure yet. When I first got it, I read a whole bunch of codes. One of the codes was the EGR valve here. I already tested that. It opens and closes, everything's fine there. It had a lot of, which is common with this, a lot of broken vacuum lines. I don't know if you can see, but I've already replaced those and fixed them. So I fixed all those vacuum lines there. And then let's see over here, I've already fixed these over here. So a lot of vacuum lines were broken. I've already fixed all those, so that's working good. Everything's getting vacuum. So this one was broken right here to the coffee can, and this black one was broken. So I got all those fixed. Everything that I saw that I could fix, I fixed already. I know people have said that these coffee cans sometimes they leak. You don't even know they're leaking. So it could be that. Like I said, I've already done some things. I've run some codes on it already, but the last things that people have said that it could be is the fuel pressure regulator, which I was holding off to buy that, but I ended up buying it already. So I went, I got that. It could be the throttle position sensor, which the throttle position sensor is, I think it's right underneath here. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, right here. That's the throttle position sensor, I think, which you have to take off the whole throttle body for that. Could be also, it could also be the throttle body is clogged and dirty, which if I want to put that TPS on there already, the throttle position sensor, I might as well clean it. So I'll go ahead and clean that too while I'm there. Could be also this, which is the idle control valve. So I bought another one of those, which I'll be replacing. So one of those. There's a fuel pressure regulator over there. And what else did I buy? And I bought the fuel filter. So in case that's clogged, I might do that. That might be the last thing I do. I'm gonna just try to replace the easy stuff that I can get to right now. And maybe it's one of those before I take off the throttle body. So I'll probably replace the fuel pressure regulator. I'll probably replace that right now, and I'll probably replace the idle control valve, because it does have a sputter. It does kind of sound a little funny when you start it. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So I'll try those two things, and if those aren't it, then we'll move to taking off the throttle position sensor, and then we'll go to the fuel pump, the fuel filter after that. Like I said, I already got new plugs, new wires, all that stuff's good. It could be maybe a bad injector. Maybe that thing arced, and that's what happened, and it fried an injector. So it could be that, maybe, I'm not sure, but that's where we're at, y'all guys. I'm gonna start it up for y'all real quick so I can show y'all guys how it sounds. Has like a little hesitation, and when you give it some throttle, you can see the wobble. It has like a little hesitation right here. So that kind of has me thinking it could be the idle control, valve, and see if that's it. But like I said, we're just gonna switch stuff out, and then go from the easiest stuff to the hardest stuff and see if we can knock it out. Maybe it's one of the easy things. One thing I've already done also is I've already replaced the map sensor, because that is like something that it felt like it would drive fine. I mean, I could drive fine around here, and then once you start driving faster and you get more air, it feels like it doesn't know how much air, how much fuel to give it, so it starts bogging. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why I thought it was this, but I've already replaced that, and it's not that. So we're just gonna go through it and see what we find. Maybe it's something easy. All right, guys. I don't know if y'all be able to see, but I'm taking off the fuel pressure regulator right there. Just a couple bolts. All right, so here's the old one, and then here's the new one. So both same, everything. We're gonna go ahead and put this one on next. The O-rings seem like they're fine, but might as well change it out and see if that's it. Let's go ahead and install this one next. All right, got the new one installed. Gonna put the vacuum line on, and that one's done. Now we can go ahead and try to start it and see if it made any difference, but I don't think it is. But it doesn't hurt to try. We already got it installed. Still has that sputter. Yeah, it still has a sputter, but let's move to the auto control valve. Let's try that next. Just bolt. So here's the old one right here. Here's the new one. The new one did come with a new gasket, so we'll be putting on a new gasket on this one and removing the old one that's on there. Let's install it. So there it is, all installed, plugs back in, bolts are in. We're ready to try to start it again, see if it makes any change. Let's see what happens. Still doing the same hesitation. It has a little flutter right there when you start giving it the gas. It starts fluttering. Alright guys, so I took it around and it's still doing the same problem. I did try this. I had one of spark plug wires coming right over the throttle position sensor, so I thought maybe that was sending some bad waves on it. So I moved that, I moved it around and rerouted it. I thought maybe that might be a problem. Didn't really help much. Took out the air filter. It didn't look that bad. But I took it out and it seems like it revs up a little bit better, but once you start going, it's fine revving up. It sounds like it's healthy, but and me moving in between my driveway, just back and forth and reverse and stuff, it sounds healthy, it sounds fine. But once you go on the road and you start going and you get around whatever 20 miles an hour or something like that, that's when it feels like the fuel is shutting off, like it doesn't know what to give it. It just falls flat on its face. Now I am running a little low on gas, so I'm gonna go get some more gas and throw it in there. You know, I don't think that's gonna help anything really, but I guess the next thing is to replace the TPS, which is right here. That's the last thing I got, other than the fuel filter. It could still be the fuel filter, you know. I mean, I could put this on and try this first before I remove this whole thing. I do have the tool for it to fix it. I mean, to remove it from the lines. Here's the new one. It could be that this is clogged up. I don't think it's this, because it was driving fine and all of a sudden it started going where it doesn't go anymore. Before it would drive fine, it would just had no balls. Now it's not really driving fine at all. It just stutters, like it doesn't have any gas. Once you give it a lot of gas on the throttle, it just feels like fuel is getting shut off and you got no fuel going to it. That's what it feels like to me. So we'll move to the next step. We'll either do the fuel filter next or we'll do the TPS. So let's do that. All right guys, so I got the fuel filter out using my little tool here. This is what it looks like. Yeah, maybe it was the fuel filter, or maybe we just have bad gas. I did put new gas in it, and I treated the gas, so it might be we just have some nasty looking gas. But only time will tell. We'll put the new one on, the new filter on, and we'll see how it goes after that. All right, so new fuel filter's on. I put a little bit more gas in it, so we're not dead empty. This probably not gonna do anything, but we'll just try it. Gotta get the fuel in the lines again. Still has that weird hesitation. You see it shaking. Still has that flutter in the when you start revving it up. Don't think that really did too much, because when I did check, I don't know if I have the video anymore, but I'll check it. When I did check the fuel lines, I checked it for pressure, and I had real good fuel pressure on it. So even though the fuel filter was probably bad, I still had good pressure in it. But I'll try to take it around the block and see if it acts any different. Probably not gonna act any different, but we'll see. I'll let y'all know. All right, guys, so the drive didn't do anything, so now we're pulling off the throttle body, which I already did. I left the coolant lines on, so I don't have to worry about any of that. It was just these 4 bolts, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. As you can see, it is pretty gunky in there. I'm gonna try to clean that up on both holes, and I'm gonna clean this up. And then here's the throttle position sensor, which I'll replace that next. So let me start cleaning up this and we'll move on. All right, so I got these loose already. Not sure if y'all's way or not, but they're 2 Phillips. I'm gonna take these off. Don't lose the screw. There's one. And then the other. Oops. I'm gonna take up this other one. Okay, the second one. Remember the orientation. It's the same orientation, just like that. Move that to the side. Put the new one on. There you go. The screws back in. Sorry if I'm blocking y'all. Get y'all a different angle. Gonna put the last screw in right now. Just like that. And now we are going to unplug the old one. That. There's the old one. Plug in the new one. There you go. The new one's in. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall everything back, put it all back together. And I've already cleaned, you can tell, I've already cleaned and wire brushed in here and cleaned the throttle body right here. So all the gunk in there we had already cleaned. So just time to put it all back together, and we'll see if that's it. All right, guys, everything's back together. There's the new TPS. You can see it right there, the new wires. Again, we replaced that. We replaced the auto air control. We've cleaned out the throttle body. We placed the fuel pump. The fuel filter. Whew, you can see I'm beat. We replaced the fuel filter, the fuel regulator, which is back there. Replaced that. Hopefully that's it. I mean, hopefully it was the throttle position sensor, and we're good to go. I'm gonna go take it for a test drive, and we'll see exactly what happens. I'll take you guys with me on this one, on this test drive. Let's see. Okay, start it up. It's on. See if it does the little flutter. It actually doesn't do the flutter no more. We might got it. Let's see. Let's go take it for a ride. And if y'all are wondering, about codes and stuff like that, I did check the codes a long time ago when I first got the truck, and it did have like EGR code and things like that, which I changed, and then it had no codes after that. After I fixed that and everything, it's been running this real weird way and had no codes on it. Feels a lot smoother. Let's see, we're backing up. I am low on gas, but I think we're just gonna go around. You know right away once I come right down here to my street, once you get 20 miles an hour, which is pretty quick, you'll know it. I do notice I have a new light on, which I've never had a light. It has a battery light on. Not sure what that means. It's a brand new battery, so it shouldn't be dead or low or anything. Sorry, just got a lot of traffic on my road. We're just waiting. Starting to flutter again. See, 20 miles an hour. We're actually going pretty good. Oh yeah. Finally. Oh my God. 50 miles an hour. We haven't been able to hit 50. I haven't been able to hit 50 in here. It does have a little sputter, a little something. I'm not sure what that is. There's something like hesitating. Maybe it needs gas. I'll go get a gas can and I'll fill it up, but we are driving. I guess we'll just that TPS. Here we go again. I'm slamming the gas. I've never been able to do that. Uh-oh. We're running out of gas. I think all the gas sloshed back in the back, and we're running out of gas. If I ease up on it, I think we're good. but it started to pick up. It never picked up like that before. Let me pull it back in. Let's see. It got some spunk now. I still have that, yeah, see, I think I'm out of gas. I think that's what's flashing on me. I have that battery. Let me see if it turns off. If I turn it off and turn it back on. No. Not sure what that battery light's about. Maybe I unplug the battery, let it reset, and then bring it back. But it doesn't have the flutter no more. You can see. Oh yeah, running a lot better. I think I need gas in here. I have not put gas in it, so I think that's it. Now, I probably could have just done the TPS, but you know, hey, y'all remember what that looked like. It probably needed the filter. It probably needed the idle air control. You know, probably needed all of it, so might as well just do it all. Now I know all that's done. If it wasn't gonna be the throttle position center, guys, I was gonna take this to a mechanic and just have them deal with it. There's a guy down the street, he does OBSFORDs. And it's just, you know, one of those things where you've already done a lot and you're just, you just want to drive it. And I'm that guy that kind of fixes their own stuff, fixes our own units, their own cars and trucks. But, you know, sometimes it's just good to go to professionals and see what they say. But that's going to be it, guys. We got it running. Here's another look at the truck. You'll start seeing that more on the channel. I'm going to start cleaning it up. You know, wash it up. I might include that in here. I'm not sure yet, but we'll get this cleaned up. The plans is we're gonna lower this, so I have my truck with the big tires. I don't know if you can see me. I have my truck with the big tires, and I'll have my lowered truck with some like baby billets or something. So stay tuned, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Later.